Hey, my name is PolishLynx. Welcome again to Lucid9, Inciting Incident, and contrary to the past few days, the entrance is packed with students. It's practically possible to wave my way through. I peer through the crowd of heads and catch a brief glimpse of red hair that slowly plots away, threads of whispers, shots in rapid fire at the side. Again. They say Haru went missing and Shoji ended up passing away. Yeah, I saw the news. I can't believe it. I can't. We should have expected the moment we saw them talk to Ari. Do you really think we should do that? No wonder those girls are angry at Ari. But guys, isn't this getting a little out of hand? They even edged her last time. You think we're too hard on her? Midori, Toma, Kan, and now Shoji and Haru. How high does the body count have to get before we start believing us? But was she even involved with? You're not making the side of the debate, are you? Look, an adult had to step in and take your group to the principal office. That doesn't make them look any better. You. Hey, no fighting. I've shoved to the side as Masato breaks through the crowd, his jaw taut with suppressed anger. The students immediately quiet down, watching eagerly for another display with their phone cameras primed for patter. Oh, if you better quit your yapping and scrum. Your little chit-chat ain't doing a thing. Despite the fact that he is the president of the Honor Society, the students know enough about Masato to not start anything. They quickly disperse into the courtyard. Masato turns to look at me. I'm hit with the memories that I tried to forget. The argument at the canal, the bitter fight with Rui. It's amazing what 24 hours can do. All of those encounters seem so distant. Masato curls his lower lip in disgust and tries away. It sucks me right in the stomach. I'm speaking before I know it. Masato... He lifts an eyebrow at me, but his body stands with anger. I'm sorry, I don't know what I did. I wouldn't know why you're so mad. I don't understand. But Masato cuts me off, wrapping his fingers in the end of his jacket and his knuckles turn white. If you're gonna take something for someone, man, at least take care of it. What? That was the last thing that I was expecting to hear. Get too close. Wait a second. Is Masato in love with Rui as well? Well, he storms past me and disappears into the classroom building. I'm only left bewildered, and even more alone than before. This time, I've really got no one. I force myself to plod to my chair. The stairwells and hallways are congested with nose-sitting, frivolous gossip that makes me shake my head. This is disgusting. I'm just about to sleep in the classroom when a jolt of movement in the hallway catches my eye. Mr. Ryota had just opened the door to the principal's office, through which a number of students are filing. His face seems unusually burdened, the most solemn that I've ever seen it. 0. 5 of them, bullying, cornering the Hiraka girl. Again. You sent principal! Are you really fine with murder regarding on campus? What, throwing some kids with potty mouths under the bus cover for her? Looks, you guys will address the principal with respect and you will listen to what he says. Next time I see you losing around that kind of attitude, you'll be packing your bags, understood? I've never heard him sound so harsh. The students instinctively step back, like he's emitting some dark aura. Mr. Ryota, how can you say that when Haru's gone? Haru Bunya, gone. What? You didn't know? He's been gone since last afternoon. He didn't even come back to school for curfew. But Haru is a smart kid. Didn't he know to stay? What does matter? Midori and Toma and Akane, they were inside the school after curfew, but they disappeared anyway. Inside, outside, it doesn't matter. We're doomed. She bursts into tears and Mr. Ryota is frozen in place, looking strangely awkward. Bring them in, Jiro. I'll handle it from here. Mr. Ryota wordlessly steps aside, watching the students file into the principal's office. When the last student has entered, he shuts the door, sighing heavily. I step forward to greet him, but something holds me in my tracks. Students from this very school gone. Yesterday on the subway tracks, now Haru Bunya joins the ranks. I can't trust myself. How can I possibly trust anyone else? It's got to be the stress getting to me, but I see every familiar face as potential enemy, a puppeteer in the shadows, moving all the chess pieces into place. Mr. Ryota, something about him seems unbearably ominous, surrounded by death. Am I the killer? Is the killer someone close to me? Or is the killer a complete stranger? Everyone is a possibility. Mr. Ryota is intelligent, flippant, and when he needs to be, relatively efficient. Then he notes me awkwardly standing in the hallway, twiddling my thumbs. Well, if it isn't my farewell delinquent. He's searching my face. I attempt to mask my expression. I can't show anything, not now. Hello, Mr. Ryota. I decided not to mention that scene that I just witnessed. Maybe it's better if he does know. Kid, you've got bags for days going on under your eyes. Have you been sniffling all night? What? Did he seriously just say that in the middle of school? Oh, I was finishing some stuff up last night. Oh, I see. You sure you don't want to talk about it? I've talked to him about my past. I'm supposed to trust Toyota. Don't know. We've got some time before class starts. It's up to you. Wouldn't it be better to run my thoughts by him? He has information about students that I could never get otherwise. Okay, your office. Well, slip into Mr. Ryota's office without any station. Mr. Ryota settles behind his desk. He's still eyeing me closely. Maybe he trusts me about as much as I trust him. You're definitely different today, Yama. What's bothering you? Do you look that haggard? I thought I put up a passable front. That obvious? Spend kid. I was also a student. I pulled all-nighters for exams just like you. Except this doesn't seem like it's related to an exam. Exams are the furthest thing from my mind at the moment, that's for sure. Ryota, about the murders. He frowns at my question. You're still interested in that? It's difficult to keep my composure up, but I managed to look him straight in the eye. Please, if you could just answer one question of mine about it. I can see the reluctance in his gaze, but after a long moment he finally relents with a silent nod. You said that the victims also had some kind of psychological problem. Could you look up to their connections with? It's just a shot in the dark, but I don't even know if the killer is someone who I've met in person, but I've got to see if I have any relationship with. Oh, come on! Ah! Well, now I'm in trouble. Alright, Airi Hiraga. Sorry, but I don't believe she would be a killer, so I won't go with that. Yahiko, well, he might be. Natsuki Tanaka. She's the informant, more of. So, she's got the information, okay? But I don't think she could be the killer because of that. Yahiko Ikari. Now that I think about it, it seemed that they were in his club, right? Yeah, let's go with Yahiko, whatever. Fuck this. Someone started a club for repressed and troubled students. It was called the Happy Club, and I thought that it had the stupidest name in existence. But that club was for depressed and troubled students. Students with psychological problems. Is it really just a coincidence? Is there anything between the victims and Yahiko Ikari? Yahiko? Like dumb, blonde, friend, Yahiko? Have you gone crazy, kid? What the hell would that dates have to do with these crimes? Just, can you look it up, please? I had this doubt. Everyone in my sights is being painted as a potential target. Airi, Mr. Ryota, Yahiko, even myself. I just need to find proof that I'm wrong. Right, well, you're a weird one, kid. His fingers fly over the tablet. I see its surface flashing by myriad of colors like strobe lights at a concert. Then he freezes and drops the tablet. It hits the floor with a shrill clatter. I instinctively wince, almost expecting it to shatter into pieces. What the? Gingerly, I stoop forward to pick it up. The screen is a mash of information tidbits from the school records, Twitter feeds, and photos from Instagram. A group picture of a bunch of teens hanging out at the park, faces stacked as Yahiko Ikari, Akane, Tsukino, Shoji Hasegawa, and Harubunya. A magic pad from Yahiko, announcing the very first meeting of the Happy Club. An update from the roommate of Midori Maeno, claiming that Yahiko was harassing Midori with the most horrible pickup lines and she doesn't even like chocolate. A picture of the orientation groups before school started, including Toma Hayashi as part of Yahiko's orientation group. He led orientation? No, never mind that. What is this, some conspiracy? It's like the universe was just waiting for me to dig into Yahiko Ikari so that it could flood me with information that couldn't possibly be coincidental. The common thread is Yahiko? No, this is ridiculous. I checked this thread and substituted my own. Well, I mean, maybe there's someone else in common. But there is a trend that I can't ignore. And even worse, each victim is getting progressively closer to Yahiko. Mr. Ryota, if this is true... I look to Mr. Ryota, but he's only staring at the floor, uncharacteristic shock etched all over his face. Mr. Ryota? Oh, sorry. You know how sometimes you get so focused on something that, well, you kind of forget everything else? Does that happen to you? Often, not you? You seem pretty fixated on the idea that Yahiko is related to these murders. You're not serious, right? I know, everything seems like a possibility. It's as if I was stuck in a dark room with only vague shapes and sounds feeding my way around, and then someone turned off the floodlights, leaving weird spots in my vision that have to be hallucinations, but somehow aren't. Just the bell, kid! Guess you'd better get to class! Class. We're on the verge of discovering Sabita Bella Killer, and I have to go to class. No, I should go. More than anything, I need to cool down, give my mind time to process the shock. Bye, Mr. Yota. Take care, kid. I sidle out of the office and race down the hall, my mind still hazy with thoughts. There has to be another explanation, I must have missed something. Maybe I just shouldn't think about this until later? When I arrive, I notice that Yahiko's already in his chair. I instinctively freeze when I see him, worries still fresh in my mind. But wait, didn't Rui say that Yahiko had been arrested? After the subway accident, hadn't he been taken under suspicion of Shoji's death? Well, his parents are higher up, so. And yet, I saw him in District 6 last night. I definitely ran to Yahiko and we definitely had some kind of conversation. True, a lot of time passed because of my lapse. There were a good number of hours between the subway accident and the alley accident. But still, is it possible for someone to be released that quickly? Did he use his personal collection? Did he call on his parents to bail him out? No, I'm thinking about this the wrong way. He must have been released because they found out that he was innocent. Maybe bureaucracy isn't as inefficient as I thought. Maybe the case was finished because it was urgent. Yeah, as if that's likely. No, stop thinking about this. This is crazy. I temporarily shut my thoughts out and slip into my chair. Eiko seems to be browsing through a pattern feed. Ah, wait, we talked yesterday, back in District 6. It didn't seem like an ordinary conversation either. Are we on good terms, natural terms, bad terms? From my memories, I guess that the encounter was negative. If I act strangely, he will find out about my lapses. What do I do? Then again, he's got someone's death waiting on his mind, someone who he knows. If he was an innocent witness, he'd be traumatized, he'd be different. How exactly do I act to someone who... Why, hello, my good minion! Yeah. I jerk backward, but he only grins brightly, waving his hand in front of my face. Feeling a bit under the weather? No worries, have some coffee straight from Baxter Coffee House. He thrusts an insulated cup at me. I peer through the lip. Sure enough, I see thick caramel liquid that froths in a warm whirlpool. Hesitantly, I take the cup. The heat caresses my cold hands. It is poisoned. My mind supplies. I shut it down. No need to thank me. I'm naturally this generous. A sharp chill runs down my spine. Is it possible to act so natural after seeing someone die? After seeing blood, tasting blood, hearing blood? Why is he grinning? Why is he acting like nothing happened? I didn't know Shoji that well, and even now. Hello? Hey, sounds like the warning bell. I'm gonna chat a little with Misaki. He bounces away with a spring in his step. What? Maybe this has something to do with our exchange yesterday. There is no other reason why he'd be able to completely ignore death, much less the death of someone he knew, unless... Students, seats, please! The rest of the class rushes to their chairs. The commotion drops out my thoughts. I force myself to pay attention to class. It's preferable to getting visions of bloody beaten bodies. I answer the teacher's questions at every chance I get and actually listen to lecture. Apparently, it's such a rare occurrence that the entire classroom is staring at me by lunch. Still, break is break. Any momentary curiosity immediately halts at the first chime of the bell. Eiko tugs at my shoulder, his face still alive with a cheery grin. Lunch? Cough? The old gang? I still myself and look straight into his eyes. I saw him at the train station where Shoji died. Eiko freezes, his expression flickers for a single moment, almost too quick to catch. What happened? Why were you there? His face flattens, a stab of guilt wrenches through my stomach, but I try to squash it. I need to know who I'm talking with and who's talking. Come on, minion, if we wait too long, the lunch line will take forever. A hungry overlord is not a happy overlord. Here you go. Well, guess there's no forcing you if you don't want to come, even if you're a minion. Ta-ta for now! He quickly pronounced out the room before I can slip another word in. I can't suppress a shudder of revulsion. The fact that Yahiko's acting the same as he always does. It's terrifying. Moreover, I've done nothing to ease my fears about my lapse. I still have no clue what happened yesterday. Why I saw a bloody body, why I ran into Yahiko. You are disturbed. What happened? I almost jump at the sudden voice from behind. Ari is seated on the edge of the table, munching quietly on a peach. What? Where did you come from? Classroom 2D. Well, I know that. She only tilts her head at me, like a perfectly calibrated machine, waiting for a simple command. Like a soulless doll ready to kill. No, I need to stop this. These are people I'm talking to, not machines, and they are not killers, and I'm not a killer, and we're just ordinary students and an ordinary school. Something is bothering you. I falter, my words cold in my mouth. My thoughts are building up in my head, pounding incessantly, begging for exit. Should I talk with her? Yes. Yeah, I had an interesting day. What happened? Well, I saw someone die, maybe killed by my close friend, then I was a jerk to the person who stuck by me, then I went to a sketchy part of the town where I saw a mutilated body, except I can't remember how because my brain is only half functional. Not much. She evaluates me for a moment, from behind her peach. Let's go to the rooftop. But she only gestures for me to follow her as she pops out of the classroom. Well, at the very least, I guess it's a better place to talk. Like most days, the rooftop is practically empty. Ellery plops down in an obscure corner, nibbling at her peach. Sit! I obligingly settle next to her. She pushes a peach into my hand. You're quiet, she states displicently. The irrefutable fact of the textbook. Only stare at the peach. Is this for me? Yes. I can eat it? Yes. Hesitantly, I bite in the fruit. It's succulent and soft. I don't realize how hungry I am until that moment. I've had plenty of chances to eat, but little appetite. The sobering thought brings me back to the moment. I look in the sky, idly blurting whatever comes to mind. Feels like life has been the same for years, and now everything's changing. I don't even know why. Hey? A wry smirk pulls at my lips. I close my eyes and lean my head against the bench. Get me some alcohol. Let's drink our sorrows away. I remain still, waiting for me to elaborate. You know, when people are upset, they drink themselves to oblivion, that kind of thing. Great idea, right? Now that's a contribution to society. Still silence. Disconcerted, I open my eyes. Ari is nowhere to be found. She wouldn't have taken me seriously, would she? Wasn't it was that I was joking? Ari! Nothing. I quickly check my phone. No messages. Maybe she left for a different reason. Maybe she decided to not talk to me. Yama? Yeah. I whip around. Ari is standing behind me, hugging a bottle of sake in one arm and a bottle of vodka in the other. What? Oh crap. She actually took me seriously. Where did you get that from? No, never mind. How did you get that in the school? Alcohol is strictly forbidden, and yet in the space of maybe a minute, she's managed to acquire some and smuggle it in. But Ari only smiles slightly, holding both bottles in my direction. Drink! She looks so proud of herself. I can't find it in me to refuse. But alcohol, what am I supposed to do with this? Can you return it? You want to drink your sorrow away? Well, no, I wanted to get drunk. Aha! She suddenly sprints away, towards the edge of the room. Alarmed, I follow after her, and watch it in shock, as she manages to immediately jump on the branches of the tallest tree. I can only assume she manages to shimmy down the tree onto the ground, because her small frame is immediately lost in the foliage. Too alarmed to speak, I mindlessly walk back to where I sat before. I stare at the alcohol that's now in my possession. Wait, I have alcohol, I could get expelled, I could go to prison, I could... Here. Yeah? Where did she even come from? Didn't I just see her in that tree? Take this. She pushes a can of Starmon energy drink into my already full arms. If you mix this with the alcohol, you'll become intoxicated much quicker. What? But you will feel alert, so you'll want to drink more, do not? I should have guessed that I would take my words at face value. But how does she even know all of this? Wait. I don't actually want to get drunk. It was a joke. Joke? First of all, I'm not stupid enough to get drunk, especially given that my brain is only half functional as is. Besides, it's illegal at my age, not that Ari seems to care. Okay, first things first. How do I get this alcohol out of school without anyone noticing? I guess I could just ask Ari, but that doesn't seem very fair to her, since I was the one who made her get in the first place. Unintentionally, of course. How did she get it here? I know she can climb trees with this, but maybe she also went through the ventilation or sewer system, but that's ridiculous, isn't it? Either way, the key lies in her hands. Ari, how did... BANG! I watch in horror as the cork shoots out of the water bottle, sails over the railing and plummets to the ground below. Oh, what the hell? Oh. Well, crap. Is this a cork? I gingerly peer over the railing. A student is clutching the vodka cork, squinting upwards. I hardly lean back before he can see. Fantastic, and I thought this day couldn't get any better. Hey, Teach, this cork just came from the rooftop! Oh, this smell. Is there a party on the rooftop? Not an official one. I wince as the teacher storms into the classroom building. She'll be here any moment. Frantically I turn to Ari, who is experimentally tasting the vodka. Ari, we need to get rid of this now! Ari clearly registered the urgency in my voice. She promptly sets the vodka down and stares right at me. Throw it away? What? No, just put it back wherever you got it from. Oh. She quickly hands the alcohol to me. I wasn't trying to steal it from you. What? Ari, no, put it back where... Slum! The teacher stomps to the rooftop as if she's searching for someone to kill. Jolted with panic, I make a vague shrink motion in Ari's direction before I leap out of my cover to the blind side. Professor! Crap, my voice cracks. Come on, where are those make-believe skills? You! The teacher barrels in my direction, her eyes flaring. Do you see any other students on the roof? No. So you admit that this cork came from you? She raised the cork with shaking hands. Dang it, I should have made something up. I should have said that there were students, but they ran away. What's that? It's the only half-intelligent thing that comes out of my mouth. Don't play dumb with me, young man, where are you hiding it? I what? Come to think of it, why are you standing in front of this bush? Bush? What bush? She steps to her right. I follow to block her view. She waves to her left. To the left, I mimic it. Okay, that was definitely suspicious. So it's behind you, is it? What's behind me? You're digging your own grave, young man! Move aside! That's it. This is it. This is what all my years of suffering through school has turned into. This is the culmination of my sucky week. It should be stupid. It should be trivial. Getting expelled from school. What does that matter in the face of 5 deaths or losing my friends? But what if I turn homeless? What if I enter the spiraling abyss of debt and I have to join the Koza and the contract tetanus during a job gone wrong? Huh, I suppose we're clear. She steps back from the bush. Surprisingly, it's empty. There's no sign of fire nor the alcohol. Did she finally understand what I meant, or is she just taking it to a more terrifying purpose? The teacher suddenly whips to me, her eyes narrowed. Well, I apologize for suspecting you without any basis. She sounds about as apologetic as a toddler in a tantrum. If you happen to find those irresponsible students who are in the possession of alcohol, give them a little message for me. They can run, but they can't hide! When just as abruptly as she entered, the teacher races from the rooftop, slamming the door behind her. I only sink to the ground, relishing the relief that washes through my veins. I live another day? What a ridiculous encounter. Yama? Yeah? Again, Ari appears, as if from nowhere. This time, the alcohol is nowhere to be seen. I understood. I put them back. She's practically bursting with pride, well, for Ari hesitantly pat her on the head. Thanks. She only nods placidly and continues to munch on her beach. Just curious, but where did you get that stuff anyway? Huh? The vodka and sake. Cafeteria kitchens. Oh, I see. Wait a minute! What? You stole it from the cafeteria? They weren't using it. Well, it's still the schools. It's illegal for minors to drink and it's illegal to steal, so it must be doubly illegal for minors to drink alcohol that's been stolen. And why the fuck do they have alcohol in the school cafeteria? Who'd ever think of taking the kitchen stock? The idea is either genius, insane, or both. Come on, wait, how does Ari get her peaches? I swear that her stash is inextinguishable. Every time I see her, she has a new peach. It couldn't be. Ari, by any chance? Huh? No way, this is ridiculous. All of this is ridiculous. Joking about alcohol and almost getting expelled for it. Peaches, endless peaches, coming from nowhere. Nerve bubbles out of me in dry laughter. Ridiculous. Brain damage, memory lapses, bus accident, mutilated bodies, double-faced informants. Hurting Rui, Masato, Misoriota, Yahiko, and Ari as serial killers. My childhood transformed in an all-out hysterical fit. I struggle to keep breathing as my ribs age beneath the instinctual heave of my lungs. It's crazy, all of it. What is funny? My throat aches as I struggle to master myself. Life is hilarious. Ari inclines her head, quietly waiting. It's invitation enough. Ever had that feeling where you feel like you know everything, but it just takes one moment and your whole world crumbles to pieces? Like LaRouche Lamperret? LaRouche Lamperret, always LaRouche Lamperret. I'm being collected to a fictional character from a show. Sure, LaRouche Lamperret. He's a pretty cool guy, right? He kills people. Oh, that's a bit of a dumper. I lace my fingers behind my head, staring into a nearby flower, until my eyes begin to burn. I'm probably not any better. Rui and I got in an argument yesterday, and I was an idiot. I don't know what came over me. The kinds of things I was saying, I never thought them. Not genuinely. We haven't fought like that, well, ever? Is it what death does? Makes you become a completely different person? She seemed fine. Normal. I thought she'd be okay, since she didn't see it. Ari considers this for a moment before she speaks. Every word is enunciated deliberately. Perhaps she had problems. Problems she did not want to worry with it. My parents were the same. Your parents? They died. Oh. I feel the urge to say that I'm sorry, but it sounds shallow in the gravity of the moment. I see. Ari only loses her pitch. How? I don't realize how insensitive that question is until it's already out of my mouth. Thankfully, before Ari can respond, the warning bell pings. I hardly get to my feet. Guess we have to head back to class. Ari silently stands next to me. They fought. Every word seems labored, like it's painful to utter them. They fought. How does they explain how they passed away? There is a strong part of me that wants to her continue, part of me that's curious about this enigma known as Ari Hiraga. But I can't bring myself to do it. There's enough craziness going on. Finding out about Ari's past might just make things worse. Hey, you don't have to tell me, it's fine. I move to the rooftop door, keen on exiting before I cause any more trouble. It's better this way, my curiosity just leads to hurting people anyway. Ari silently follows me, staring at the peach cupped in her hands. We part at the doorway. I'm not sure what to say, but at the very least she doesn't seem angry at me, just thoughtful. Huh. I expect to spend the remainder of time by myself, but instead I find Misaki waiting by my chair. Yama. Hi. Do you want to go somewhere with me? What's now? Oh, tomorrow. Of course, right now. Class is about to start. Are you seriously coming up with an excuse to stay in school? She's right. Normally, I wouldn't mind. So, you're saying we should ditch? I prefer the phrase, investing our time in other endeavors. So, ditching. You make it sound so wrongly. As sudden as it makes me be, it might actually end up being kind of fun. Sorry, no. Well, cute girl is asking you to go out somewhere, so yeah, ditching. Why not? It's not like I'd be doing anything productive in school. Where are you thinking? She smiles brightly, gesturing to the door with both hands. You'll see. I obligingly exit the classroom right as the bell sounds. As we make our way down the street, newfound excitement takes the place of anxiety. It's definitely a welcome change. Surprisingly, she leads me to GFC. After we order and pick up our chicken, we slip into the nearest booth. I found this place the other day. Their wings are really good. I know, I come here a lot actually. Really? Well, not recently because of the investigation, the lapses, the threat killings, Rui, Masato, Yahiko. Now that I think about it, when was the last time we all ate here together? Has it really been that long? Or is my memory just that unreliable? Somehow Misaki manages to catch the change in my face. She quickly leans forward, her attention fixed on me. Something's bothering you. I'm assuming it has to do with your fight with Rui. Wait, how do you know about that? Because you told me. Well, more like I forced it out of her. Her exasperation is quickly replaced with concern. So, we're still having relapses. She told you about that, huh? And about Mizu, and that you almost drowned. So, what are you going to lecture me about that, too? My response comes out harsher than I intend. Instead of getting angry, Misaki only raises an eyebrow in bewilderment. You jumped in the river to save someone. Why would I lecture you? Because I didn't save him, Miki. Because I couldn't even save myself. I just ended up being useless again. Yeah, such damn dumber! She suddenly shouts something incomprehensible, slamming her fist on the countertop. Everyone in the restaurant immediately stops to look at us. Do you know what I hate most about you, Yama? The fact you always bring yourself down! Yeah, you could have died, but you tried anyway, right? You could have ignored him, you could have let that boy drown, and no one would have thought less of you because of your condition. It's not always about succeeding, it's about having faith in yourself. Her fingers curl on the edge of the table, an odd heaviness to her tone. Even with your condition, you're a lot more capable than you think, Yama. So please, don't ever say that you are useless again. In response to her words, I can only remain in stunned silence. Is she actually commending me? Even though I had almost died, even though I hadn't accomplished anything. But to be completely honest, I almost feel a little touched. Finally realizing that her outburst had attracted the attention of nearby customers, Misaki's face blushes a bright red and she sinks back into her seat. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have yelled at you like that. The pain in her voice is almost palpable, as if she had just slapped me across the face. Oh, it's fine? We should probably finish eating. Yeah. We redirect our attention back to our food. For the next few minutes, we eat in awkward silence. I'm about to say something to break the tension until I notice Misaki reaching for GFC's signature hot sauce. Miki. But before I can warm her, she's already downing her wings like there's no tomorrow. Isn't that spicy? Huh, the ketchup? That isn't ketchup, it's hot sauce. Oh, so it is. She merely shrugs her shoulders and continues eating, seemingly unaffected. No, not even Masato can handle it. Masato must be whim then. She says this teasingly, eliciting a chuckle from me. I'm pretty sure she's probably the only person who can beat Masato in an eating contest. I kind of want to see that, actually. By the way, have you seen that pot I sent you? You sent me a pot. Have you even been using Potter recently? To be honest, nope. She sighs, motioning me to hand over my phone. I obligingly do so. Apparently our kimono commercial has generated a lot of buzz. I was reading some of the comments and you seem to have quite a few fangirls. I what? Fangirls, female fans, admirers. Why would I have admirers? Don't be so modest, Yama. I mean, you are attractive. I remember you saying something similar to Akiko the other day. Oh, don't worry, I think you're much cuter than he is. Eh? Why would she think I was worried? How can she say that so bluntly? How did we even get on this topic anyway? Here, I'll read some of these comments to you. I'd rather not. He's so cute! I wonder if he has a girlfriend! I've never seen this actor before, but I like a lot. The acting was so good. Are we really a couple? This guy makes me question my sexual preference. Dude, by the way, have you ever? I think that should be enough. Okay. Feeling my face flush, I quickly lean over the table and snatch my phone out of her hands. She only grins at me in an amusement. Don't tell me you're embarrassed. Of course not. Then why's your face red? I just don't have your tolerance for spiced food. She goes at this, absorbing herself in her own phone. You should seriously consider becoming an actor, Yama. It's not like I did that well. You did well enough considering the circumstances. I can't help but feel a tinge of pleasure at her praise. If not an actor, then what? I'll probably just manage my parents' restaurant. Eh? She pauses, raising questioning eyebrow at me. Here it comes, the managing your parents' restaurant isn't a real job remark. I didn't know you could cook. That's what she was surprised about. I'm decent, I guess. Can I be your first customer? Sure. You will let me eat for free too, right? What? No way. Why not? Because you will put me out of business. Put you out of business? I point to her empty plate. She seems to make the connection. Are you implying that I eat too much? I'm just saying you'd have to pay the full price. Otherwise, I wouldn't profit. You definitely wouldn't be able to profit if your arms were broken. Well, that escalated quickly. I'd like to have all of my bones intact, thank you. Well, you shouldn't call, girl. A sudden shrill emanates from her cell phone, cutting her off mid-sentence. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry, sir. I'll be right away. She quickly cuts the call, clearing her food from the counter. What's the rush? I'm late for my meeting. You have a meeting? Yeah, I'm with my manager after school. Oh. Quick, finish your food so I can leave. She suddenly grabs a wing and tries to shove it in my mouth. What are you doing? Why don't you just go? I hear it's bad luck to leave a restaurant by yourself if you're with someone. Where do you hear that from? The internet, of course. The most reliable source of information. I shouldn't be surprised at this point. Come on! I'll just bring my food with me. After fetching a food container for my wings, Misaki drags me out of GFC. We stride in the warm spring tinted air. Misaki turns to me, passing on a smile. Thanks for teaching school with me, Yama. No problem. Maybe we can do this again sometime. You're planning on becoming a delinquent now? I've been eating at GFC. I'm missing out classes this. In that case, sure. I'd like that. Until later then. Until then, later. With that, Misaki waves animatedly, hurrying off to work. It was nice, honestly. Spending time with her made me actually relax. I'm ready to head back to my apartment, but a sudden ping brings my attention to my phone. Akira. Sup, General? I heard from a little bird in a third that you were feeling a bit under weather. Wanna swing by drama club? Wanna swing by drama club? It's a party! Figuratively speaking, of course. Oh my god! I'm losing voice. Drama club now. Well, I guess technically I have nothing better to do. Let's save. Oh my god. Alright, let's end the episode here. And hope you enjoyed it. I will try to get myself into better state. And, well, basically see you in the next one. Bye bye.